goes.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Weird Science Comics YouTube channel, where I have some news. It's not breaking news. I saw a lot of videos on this already, but I figured, hey, I'm going to throw my hat into the whole play as well. The whole play, right? That's what they say at the rec center. But this is the Gotham War, the big crossover event with Batman and Catwoman and a bunch of sus things in between. There's a lot of red flags that are going to come up in this story, whether they be certain writers or certain concepts, or the idea that DC and these writers think that Batman losing Gotham City is anything new. Because before we get into what I'm going to read through the official press release, let's just go down memory lane a bit. And how many times in the past bunch of years has Batman lost control of Gotham City? Well, in 2017, you ended up having the War of Jokes and Riddles. And if you remember that, the Tom King story, Batman ends up, being new on the scene, but at one point even joins up with the Riddler, a child killer, that sort of thing. But he did lose the city for a bit. Well, he really lost it then in 2019, still during Tom King's run, when Bane decided to just snap Alfred's neck and take over Gotham, the city of Bane. There we go. A year later in 2020, we end up getting James Tynion, Joker War. Joker takes over Gotham. Then in 2022, Chip Zdarsky, who's part of this, he has Failsafe take over Gotham City. And then as all this is going on, at the moment, Ram V, who likes to stretch things out a bit, the Orgums have been slowly taking over Gotham City as well. And there's a lot of stuff in between here. And just to look forward to the future, it's not so bright, so we don't have to wear shades, especially in Gotham. It's usually nighttime and lightning out. 2025, the Magistrate will take over Gotham as well. So this is something that Batman should be used to. The citizens of Gotham, God bless them. They have the most caring and giving hearts ever. They don't really call out Batman. I say Batman, what's the GCPD doing? And that Mayor Nakano should be out. Impeach his ass right now. Get him out of office. I don't know what he's actually doing, except, authorizing the construction of that stupid Mariko Tamaki Tower. That's all he's doing. Oh, my goodness gracious. But here is the story for the Gotham War. The dawn of DC crossover event has Batman taking on the brand new crime boss, Catwoman. We'll talk about the Catwoman book in a minute, too. A battle is brewing in Gotham between the Bat and the Cat, but crime is down in Gotham City. Could that be a bad thing? I know a lot of places crime might be down, but it gets sus, right? Spinning out of the nightmares that haunt Batman in Night Terrorist Batman with a K. Batman Catwoman, the Gotham War begins on August 29th, 2023, which is an annuals week, if you're not aware, so there won't be too many books out that week, so, maybe we could dip our toe into this. The Dawn of DC crossover event takes place in Batman and Catwoman, as well as in special one-shots and a miniseries. So we're going to have a bunch of issues with this. Now, what's the play here? You have Teenie Howard writing Catwoman. That book is complete garbage, as the French say, and it is a mess, right? This whole story is hinging off the fact that Catwoman went to jail, which now seems only forced to get to this crossover, because Teenie Howard had no idea what to do with Catwoman in jail, didn't seem to even know how jails work. And all in all, what Catwoman ended up doing in jail was getting her cat, Duchess, giving her street-flavored ramen through the vents of the prison and pushing them down the vents through there and then push them out into solitary confinement where Catwoman would gather the ramen and then just be able to leave solitary confinement with it. It made no sense. I mean, it makes no sense just logically, but even in the idea of how a prison would work, she had no idea, and it was ridiculous. And then she just broke out. So just when it was time to break out, she just broke out. Everything that was building and all these they just got dropped, and then she's out. And now she is going to be going against Batman. A coordinated effort in Gotham City has led to a reduction in violent crime, but at what cost? Like $3 maybe? Villains scatter as their lives begin to crumble under a new regime. See, it's starting to be sus already, isn't it? And as Batman recovers from his epic battle through the multiverse, maybe does he have cat repellent? Is that's just a bottle of water. That's all he has to do is run out. And the horrors of Night Terrors with a K. One name runs through his mind. One name at the heart of this new, safer Gotham. Catwoman. All right. A conflict that's been brewing for well over a year finally hits the streets, and it'll fracture the Bat family as war erupts. Now, we say this. Now, just think in your mind, the Bat family, right? Nobody is going on Selina's side. And I'm talking like the main Bat family. They're not. From best-selling writers Chip Zdarsky and Tini Howard and artists Mike Hawthorne and Adriana Di Benedetto comes the opening shot of the Gotham War and Batman Catwoman, the Gotham War Battle Lines #1. Oh, available at comic shops on August 29th. The special kickoff issue features a main cover by Jorge Jimenez. That is nice. Here are some quotes. From the moment Tini and I started working on these titles, right there's the red flag. Teeny. That's not a teeny red flag either. It's a humongous one. We realized we had a huge opportunity to build towards something that would shake up the power structure of Gotham City, said Batman writer Chip Zdarsky. The Gotham War is just that. Relationships explode, relationships are formed, and it all leads to massive changes. I doubt it. Being able to make these kinds of big swings together has been extremely exciting. Now, get that. He says swings. It's not a hit. I think it might be a whiff. We'll see. But going back to the idea of why this is happening, not many people are enjoying the Catwoman book. Not many people are buying the Catwoman book. So you could think in your mind, okay, well, anything that crosses over with Batman is to elevate the other thing. Oh, my God, get some eyes on it. But please, get some eyes on a book that deserves it. That Catwoman, I don't know if you know this, but the French, they say it's garbage is what happens. And I trust them. The book is terrible. And getting eyes on it is just going to make people laugh at it because it's that bad. It really is that bad. And it's not anything that, you want to elevate that book, get Tini Howard off it right now and get an actual writer who has a story and knows Catwoman and has something to say. That's the problem. So what this is going to end up, in my mind, doing is people are going to skip it and they're just going to say, I'm not going to buy Batman for a couple months. So it's one of those. Are you trying to elevate Catwoman? But I think you devolate. Is that what it's devolate? You end up making less people get Batman. It just doesn't make sense. In a point right now, Batman's not really as popular as it should be. I like some of what Chip Zdarsky's done, but not a lot of people are. I see a lot of people complaining that they just don't care about it. They don't care to read it. They're just going to wait and see what happens. And the wait and see ends up, and here's the progression. Pretty soon, too. Night Terrors with a K. I've already heard people say they're done with that. They're not even going to get involved. So then when you come back, oh, man, are we coming back with a hard-hitting Dawn of DC? Maybe a #1 Batman. Oh, my goodness, this would be good. Oh, you're crossing over with Catwoman in this bullshit story? All right, and I'll see you in November. Hey, that's what I think a lot of people are going to say. We'll see. But the second part of Batman Catwoman, the Gotham War, takes place in the pages of Batman 137, and that comes out September 5th, written by Chip Zdarsky, with art and main cover by Jorge Jimenez, which that's awesome. Batman descends on Gotham City, full of rage and force, more driven than ever to save his home, but the new landscape has turned friends into foes. Can anyone stop his reign of terror? Should they? We'll see, but again, this seems very forced. Batman Catwoman, the Gotham War continues in Catwoman number 57. Here we go. Written by Tini Howard with art by Nico Leone, who is doing the regular series and is really good. While Batman finds himself more and more isolated, Selina's never alone. With a volunteer army and two powerful generals by her side, which is going to be Emiko and probably Punchline. The ballet between her and Bruce enters its next act with a shocking twist. The twist, and this is what Eric on our DC Comics podcast, he is convinced that stupid cat Duchess is actually has the soul of Valmont, the guy that Selina was banging and then killed and went to prison. Then Batman was out. If that happens, I'm going to lose it, mainly because I don't want him to be right. But Catwoman number 57 is available on September 19th. The ballet between her and Bruce enters its next act with a shocking twist. Yes, the cat is Velma. Comics thrive on team-ups, whether it's a team of creators or a heroic partnership. No, Comics thrive on good writing. This is Teenie Howard's quote. Seriously, Teenie, they thrive on good character work, storytelling, and great art. That's what they thrive on. And then when she says, whether it's a team of creators or heroic partnership, all of my favorite stories are about two strong personalities and the space between them. Now, if you know Teenie Howard, the space between them, it's just going to have food. She's talking about two people sitting at a dinner table. That's all she ever does, said Catwoman writer Teenie Howard. On the page, we got one of comics' greatest love stories. That's the other thing. This is a Batcat book. They're really pushing that Batcat phrase. I don't think the Batcat fans are into this. I really don't. I don't think anybody is into Teenie Howard's Catwoman. I don't know if anybody's heard, but the French call it garbage. On the page, we've got one of comics' greatest love stories, the greatest detective, and the world's greatest criminal. And I saw some people that I don't like the way that that's phrased either. If you say the world's greatest cat burglar, then I think it slides. But the world's greatest criminal, the thing about Selena that I love is that she always is trying to do the good thing. But, you need money. A cat needs the money, right? You have that. Even if we go back, the jokes and riddles, at one point, Batman in that story went to Selena and said, are you getting involved in this? And she said, I'm not like those other assholes. I don't kill people. I'm not that. I steal a diamond or two. I do my thing. I get my thrills and my kicks, but I'm not like them. But then since then, and that was Tom King, and a lot of the Batcat fans do like the Batcat that Tom King was giving. I don't know so much in that, maxi series, that nonsense made Selena a real jerk. But even so, the idea that Catwoman, it's like they want to elevate her to get people excited, but it just doesn't fit. It just doesn't feel true or real. And they both love Gotham City, but of course, true love never did run smooth. Okay, I can tell you. And then you end up, the Gotham War will also feature 2-issue miniseries, Batman, Catwoman, the Gotham War Red Hood from writer Matthew Rosenberg, just so I know that this whole thing's bullshit. I mean, that's like the exclamation point on the garbage. With artist Nicholas Zmazija, the Gotham War has fractured the Bat family in dramatic ways. Yeah, hasn't. None more intensely than with Jason Todd. Now, go back to the beginning of all this. Let's rewind. The idea that, Batman's lost Gotham so many times. How many times has the Bat family been fractured? I mean, seriously. And it's like Humpty Dumpty. You ain't never putting that shit back together again. This stunning event will forever alter the destiny of the man who wears the red hood. And that'd be nice because he's stuck in a damn rut. And a lot of that rut is from Matthew Rosenberg. All right. Batman, Catwoman, the Gotham War Red Hood #1 will be available at local comic shops on September 26th. Now, Zdarsky ends all this nonsense with, I don't want to spoil anything. Really. But with Selena's recent breakout from jail, after getting street ramen from her cat in events, and Bruce's struggle with Zor and R, things are going to get intense in Gotham. Added Zdarsky, is it? Are they? I'm telling you right now, Nakano impeached. Get him the hell out. Get somebody in. Maybe Selena, and really, if you're going to play this game, why do this fakey nonsense? Oh my God, Selena, the biggest crime boss ever. Have somebody run. Penguin, he can't because he's supposedly dead. He's Paul Meredith off in Metropolis selling flowers at a flower shop, but now he's going to be in a Tom King book as a CIA agent. So who do we get? Two-Face? Get somebody. Have them run against, and this is not even an original story, but have them run against Nakano, and they could be the worst of the worst. And the worst guy, Joker himself would do a better job than that Mayor Nakano. That guy is terrible. He doesn't do anything. He's got his eye patch. I don't trust him. I don't trust them all. I know eventually they're going to show he's going to pick up that eye patch and it's going to have like a mechanical eye. It's like Brother Eye in there, right? That'd be scary. That is what. And so all of this, I always try to take a let's see how this goes sort of attitude. But I'm still going to say I'm going to declare this hogwash right away. We'll see how it goes. That's what the kids always say down at the rec center. They're always yelling the hogwash. Oh, but that's that. I don't know. This just seems like a bunch of hooey. It seems like a bunch of nonsense. We'll see when it comes out. But I have read a lot of Teenie Howard books, and none of them really good. So I don't think that crossing over with anybody is going to elevate her writing. It's just going to force people to try to deal with that nonsense. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I don't know. Now I'm flustered. But I'll be talking about them. We'll be reviewing them on the podcast and here on the YouTube. So if you don't get involved, we'll still have you covered there. So thanks, everybody, and I'll talk to you later.
You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.